Recently, many schools across America have been facing a common problem, a problem that makes kids fear and parents tear. School shootings are affecting lives everywhere, from families to students, teachers, and the government. We've collected research, opinions, and hard facts about how guns are affecting our society and how teens are standing up to gun violence. We are focusing on how they are filling the role of heroes by taking this matter into their own hands.
The daily races going nowhere, going
unbelievable.
Sadness.
It's devastating.
Really surprised.
Shock.
Really sad.
I didn't expect that mass amount of students and staff to be killed, to be affected.
I wanna drown my sorrow.
Join a team and work with counselors to help kind of do triage.
Alarm system. I have an alarm system.
A hard question to even think about. What would I do? Would I try to help people, or would I just get out?
Would just try to be there for people and help in any ways that I can.
You're always thinking about how to keep your students the safest.
It's a very, very bad.
School shootings have become a rising danger, and the stats don't lie about the threat facing America. 2018 had the greatest number of incidents since 1970, with 82 recorded shootings, and it was also the highest year for fatally injured victims, with 51 killed. 58% of teen deaths by gun violence in 2018 were due to homicide. The most resulted from mass shootings in schools such as Parkland, Florida, Columbine, Colorado, Sandy Hook, and so many more. Over the year, 669 incidents occurred outside on school property, and 588 occurred inside the school building, with most shootings occurring in the morning hours. In 691 of these, the shooter was a current student at the school, and 861 incidents the shooter targeted specific victims. Research has also shown that legal access to guns might be a source of the problem. 1.7 million kids live with unlocked loaded guns, and 1 out of 3 homes with kids have guns. Education journalist Mark Kielber writes, since the Parkland shooting on February 14, 2018, 25 states have passed gun safety legislation in an attempt to protect kids in a safer environment. Though legislators are pursuing a more secure society, teens are still unsure if this will provide a sufficient solution.
People run in circles, it's a very...
After nearly 200 school shootings since the year 2000, teens have finally had enough and are using their voices to spread their views on gun violence. Following the Stoneman Douglas shooting in Parkland, thousands of students all across the U.S. participated in a walkout on March 14th, 1 month after the shooting. Starting at 10 a.m. in each time zone, the walkout lasted 17 minutes, one for each of the lives lost in the shooting. The national walkout demanded 3 key things from Congress: to ban assault weapons, require universal background checks before gun sales, and to pass a gun violence restraining order law that would allow courts to disarm people who display warning signs of violent behavior. Some action was taken by the U.S. House of Representatives after passing a bill that increased security at schools. However, many Democrats were frustrated that it didn't include gun control measures. On March 24th, students led the March for Our Lives movement in Washington, D.C. in support of a stronger nation. On April 20th, another walkout took place, the third major student-led demonstration since the Parkland shooting. It marked 19 years since the mass shooting occurring in 1999 at Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado. Students leading the protest hadn't even been born yet, but they couldn't shake the feeling of betrayal towards the NRA. Despite the backlash, the NRA has resisted calls for stricter gun laws, and this didn't stop the students from encouraging companies that partner with the NRA, such as Delta Airlines, United Airlines, Kroger, and Bank of America, to cut their ties with the organization. And over a dozen dropped their NRA partnerships in the following days. The effect these kids are having is clear, and they're willing to stop at nothing to make their voices heard. The new generation is rising above the challenges of society and stepping up to break the boundaries. Like a rose growing through a crack in the concrete, teenagers are taking a stand. Loss of lives and personal experience light fires in the souls of teens across America, driving them to take a stand and impose change. Their efforts have not gone unnoticed. While national gun restriction laws have not been updated yet, changes are being made regarding gun laws at the state level. Teenagers of today have been forced to grow up in an unethical society, but that hasn't stopped them from making waves of change. These student-led protests are bearing hopeful fruit despite the rocky soil surrounding them.